This video, I've got a hammer and a chisel. You're gonna see what that's for. But it's been a great start to the morning. We've got the closing today on the big lake house that we're closing this afternoon. And I came to the house here this morning to switch out the lockbox and do a couple other little things before the closing. And as I pull into the driveway, you know, I see this cover here that got cracked and popped off. It looks like it's for the well or water line. I'm not sure. So the buyers do what they call a final walkthrough, maybe an hour or two before our closing. Our closing's at 3, so probably 2, 1:30, something like that. They'll do a walkthrough and make sure the house is in same condition. I don't know if that cap was like that months ago or not, but it bugged me the last 2 times I've came in, and I'm gonna try to pop this thing off this morning, go down to Menards, see if I can get the part and put it back on. So let's see if that works. It worked. So I didn't really intend for this to happen this way, but so I was chiseling right here trying to push it to thread it off, and instead it cracked, which is fine because now it just pops off. So now I'm gonna take this down to Menards or Lowe's and see if they've got this. Come back and put it back on. The seller doesn't even know I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want this to be smooth, easy for them, no stress. I don't want this issue to come up at closing and then we're trying to do a credit of $100 or whatever it is. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to Menards now. So one good thing about this house is in Elkhart. One good thing is it's 5 minutes or so, 3 minutes maybe from Menards. So let's see if we can go and find this weird little cap. You know, the worst part about going into Menards is I always want to go down and look at the vanities and the new kitchen stuff and the new countertops and the new tubs and all that stuff. So man, sometimes you just look at, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? But no, I gotta stay focused. Well, all Menards has is this one here. And the problem with that is when you put it into the 6-inch clean out, well, don't fit that one. This little knob is gonna stick out into the driveway. So that clearly ain't gonna work. So, all right, I'm gonna run to Lowe's if they don't have it. And I gotta go to Mid-City Supply or Berkheimer. Oh, all right. Well, the hardest part about this is I thought we were gonna be taking the thing out, but apparently it's finding the part. So that's okay. Luckily I started in the morning and you know, it's 9:30 or so right now. So I've got time, so let's see if Lowe's has it. Okay, well that was my second strikeout. So now I'm going to a real supply house. I think I'm gonna go to Mid-City Supply on the south side of Elkhart, but then I gotta come all the way back up to the north side. But again, like I just said, I started fairly early, so I've got time and this is a big deal. So, all right, I'll record when I get there. Okay, I'm at Mid-City Supply. They should have it. If they don't have it, nobody's gonna have it. This is where the real plumbers come. Look, you've got Griffin Plumbing and Heating, you've got Chubb Plumbing, you got this van right next to me here. Look, you know it's a real plumbing company when you don't have any big Lowe's signs or Menards signs, so it's a little intimidating coming into places like this. You don't feel like an idiot because you don't know what you're talking about. So, look, they're sitting at the counter. They probably know everybody here. I'm some stranger coming in. All right. All right, so this guy here, we didn't have the plastic, but this actually might be better. We found a brass one that'll look good in the driveway, and it just threads it down in there. Now, we have to find the tool that goes in there to thread it down.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you're the man.
I know.
We're getting there. So that's the little tool that fits in it?
Essentially.
All right, otherwise I'll be able to thread it down to about this far and it'll still be sticking up because I won't be able to take it down all the way.
So use that one.
One of them. That one there and then twist it down.
So yeah.
All right, so these guys here were awesome. You know, you come into a place like this, sometimes you're a little intimidated because you don't know what the heck you're talking about, but this guy and the other guy at the counter were awesome, and we got what we needed. And you know what? This guy may be looking for a house someday, so I'm gonna give him a card. So you never know. You know, they asked me what I was doing, and I told them I was a real estate agent closing on this house. Just told him, you know, what I was doing, and he's like, you know what? My wife and I are in a townhouse, but we want to move back to Mishawaka, Osceola, and have a little more of a yard and stuff. So I gave him a card. Pretty cool. All right, this part, a little more expensive. It's a copper part, but I don't feel like running around anymore, and now I'm heading back up to the lake house and gonna put it on. All right, after like an hour of driving around and searching, but man, those guys were nice guys at Mid-City Supply, so that was cool. I'm back at the house, ready to put these parts on here. I had to buy this $22 wrench thing that I'll never ever use again. So let's see if this thing fits it better. All right, I feel better about that. Feel much better about that. So it's on there, looks pretty good, matches the cement kind of. And now I know it should be a much smoother closing, and maybe that would never have come up, I don't know, but it bugged me and I felt like it was the right thing to do. So just to make both the buyer and the seller happy and a smooth closing for everybody, because that's what we all want. So in a few hours I'll head to that closing and hopefully nothing else comes up. All right, we'll see you on the next video.